Okay, time to start building. So yeah, we're just gonna start with the home page and take it from the top and work our way down. Seems like a pretty straightforward kind of way of working, right? Let's start with the nav. We call it nav. Background is white. This we can lose. I kind of like to wrap it in a div, and the container, we don't want to use that container, we like our own cute little container. Drag in this stuff and we get rid of that one. And this is nav logo, and this is the menu. But first, the nav, the height is 7 rems, I think. We make it a flex and we center everything nicely in it. And we have a container here, and in the container we need a div, and that div is a row, and in that div we need a call, because that is a column, and that column is too wide, and then we need this one can go like that, and then the menu goes in there, the button goes in there, and that goes in there. Pretty good. Let's, right here I can also delete some stuff. Oh. This can all go. And what we need is, we need to upload, I think I have it here, the logo. And let's immediately put that there too. Yep. Okay. Then here we have the image. We choose an image, choose the logo, and the size of that is a wonderful 126 by 46.75. Okay. Wait, this one I want 126. And let's say 47. I got a number. Just make it 3. Yeah, it's a bit nasty. 0.75. I don't know. Oh, we give that the same. Yeah, one good thing to do is to delete all the styles that we no longer need. Then here we have our main navigation. So we want that to be centered, so it's horizontal aligned, and then center in the horizontal way and center, in the vertical way and center in the horizontal way. That's good. And then this is nav link, And the same goes for this one. And the same goes for that one. Love link, love link, love link. Okay. We also have a drop down in here. That should also be enough. Link. And then 32 in between. I think what we need to do is make this one rem, this one rem, and this 0.5 rem. 0.5 rem. Sounds about right. And this icon we need to take away. Image. No. It's enough link. Let's also just. Oh, what happened? Enough link. Let's make that also flex. Center. Why is that? Nobody knows. Enough menu. Okay. And then here we need to put the chevron in. Oh yeah, that's not really what we wanted. Let's see. Where is it? Here. SVG. Like that, that's better. Icon chevron. Now let's make it icon. Enough icon. And that is 24 by 24. Okay, good. Then we have the menu sorted, except for the way the text is 20 and font weight is normal. So we can put it just here, I think. 20 and normal. It's multi-grosso. Okay, let's put the right text in. Okay, I'm gonna go this. There's another one in between here. And that's wounds. Okay, it's starting to come together. And then here we get language switch, which we're not gonna put at the moment. But that reminds me, let's go here and local will inherit content from the local by default. So I think it's good to say German standard here. Display name D. And then we know that that is the primary locale. But we worry about that later. Now we need a button contact with an arrow in it. So that means I'm gonna do a link block. I know there are people saying that you should make a custom thing and give it a button, but I do it like this. And the button has 12 top, 12 bottom, and 1 on each side, so that's already good. And the background is black indeed, and the text is white. It's all very good. And the text, how big is the text? Text is 14. Pretty sure that is not accurate. 14. And normal, which is also not accurate, and it is all in capitals, and no wrap. Okay, and then the hover state is a beautiful pink, which is not really what we want. So the hover state should be this color, and the same goes here. Okay, now I can put the text in it, and that is German contact. I see that hover state text color. Oh, wait. Hover text color. Okay, and then in this we need copy SVG. Here we need a nice little arrow, 10, 10. So we call this button icon. And what did it say? 10. 10. 10. Okay. And this should be flags in the middle. And there's some space in between here of 6. 6. And now we see that this is all stretched out. And why is that? That is because this is not done yet. Horizontal, and we want it, I think this, no. We want this to be center, align center, and we want justify to be the end. Plop. Okay, now then we here have still to do the drop downs, but I'm gonna do that later. For now, I think, oh yeah, and then of course this is fixed in the top. Thank you very much. And then this we leave, and this is, what is this? Actually, this I'm gonna say ID top, because later on we're gonna build in the footer. Where is it? Here's the footer. We have this thing, the link thing that goes, puts you back to the top. So I put that on the navigation bar, and like that we know for certain it's always gonna be there. So let's turn this into a component. Great, done. And that's it for now. And then let's drop all the images in and make them already ready. These are all the images. Not sure if we really need them all, but why not? Plop, 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 plop. And we can also already upload these. And then you say select all, and we just take these out of the equation. And we say decompress. Thank you very much. Okay. Then first off, put a div, and we call that spacing navigation. Spacing nav. And that is a height of 7 rems. Like that, we're blocking that already away. Okay, section. This is gonna be for the home hero. So that means we're gonna have an image, we're gonna have a gradient on top of it, we're gonna have text on top of it, and that's all gonna happen inside one thing. And you could use gradients, you could use grid. I try to avoid using grid as much as I can, because I don't like the way grid handles images, and I don't like the way grid handles pretty much anything that the positioning for stuff inside the grid is not connected to a class or to an ID or anything. I just don't like it. But each to their own. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna just stack it all on top in a happy go lucky way. To be able to do that, make this position relative, position relation relative. That's better. Like that. And then in this we put a div, and that is position absolute, and that is absolute, and that is full one, that is -1, and in that we put an image, and that's image cover, and we choose the image, and where is it? That is this one. We should put alt text on it, but we're gonna do that at some point in life, I guess. That's okay, right? Yeah. Okay. So we have image cover, and then that's good. Then here we have a div with a container. In that container we put a div, which is our spacer, to the max, and we put another one in it, and in that we put a div, which is going to be our row, and we want stuff to be horizontal in that, and we want stuff to be justify center, and that goes here. Okay. And in this we do a call. And that call is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Hey, what happened? Oh, I lost my selection. 6, right. Boom. Okay, nice. So then we have here a little text and a headline. And then the question is, what is here the H1? Is that indeed a headline, or is this little text? And I think that the little text is a bit more keyword relevant than the big text. So let's make the H1 and then the H2, and then the H1 is actually gonna be text small, because it is 16, font weight 700, so it is bold. And what else is it? It's in capitals, and it is centered. And it is also white. White. Lovely. Let's copy, paste the text in. Okay, good. And then this is actually gonna be styled as an H1, but then white and centered. And let's copy that too. And I see that in Figma the designer used returns here, but of course we don't want that. Okay, then we have a little spacer, size S. And this actually also, I want it vertical and then centered. Yep. And in this we put a button. In the design it has an arrow, but we don't want it with an arrow because it's actually going to link to a section down here. Button, and this button is white. So that means the text is black, background is white, and the border around it is white. And overstate is gonna be like so. Okay, like so, and the text white. Does it make sense? Yes. And then boom, boom. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is the hero almost done, except that we need a gradient behind here. So we need another div, and we say hero gradient home, because we need them also elsewhere. And that is also, where are we here? That is also absolute, and that's like that, and 0. And then we need to look at the gradient here, which is of course a ridiculous Figma gradient with God knows what attached to it. But what we can see is that it is 25% of black, real black, and that goes to 50, from 50 to 100. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, I'm just gonna wing it a bit, I think. Okay. Let me see. What? Okay, yeah. So this was 25. And this is black 0. And this goes to 50, I think. And I see that's still on top of our text. Let's do it like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's because it's in here. Now we can put it as 0, I think. No, this minus 1 is fine. Do we see it? Or don't we see it? I don't see much, to be honest. wait. Yeah, it's there. That's fine. Okay. Good. Then we have our hero section done. On to the next. Let me see. This is the one that sometimes has a bolt in it and sometimes not. Let's put the spaces here. Spacer XL, XL, container. In container, we put a row. In the row, we put a call. Let's just copy this. Oh, let's just copy this a few times, and that we save some time. So okay, so this is again horizontal, and we want to justify center. This is, what did we say, 7. And then here the question is this above it an H2? Well, yeah, I guess so, why not? It's 2, but it is not styled as an H2, it's styled as an H3. So that means it's heading M, and that seems to be okay. And in between it is a spacer, 64, that is L. And then we have introduction text, which is size 20 and font weight 400, so it's actually even bolded to a regular. So this is text large, medium, regular. And this is introduction text. And then we have here another spacer, which probably something like that. And then we put a rich text. And we can just take this all the way. Oh, it would be nice if you could select multiple things. Okay. I see already delete something I didn't want to delete. Probably okay like that. And this is also text large. Okay, so that's that section. And this we want to turn it into a component. VP. And this is intro. So that's section intro section. Intro section, or just intro section. Okay. And then let's create these things. Text intro. And all the text. And then this I want to wrap in a div. And actually, no. Not this, but this should be in a div. And it's gonna be visibility. Visibility intro. Okay, and let's see. Now we have here the heading, text intro, normal text, and visibility intro. So like that. We can use it the way we want. So let's put to good use. Okay, and then this is hidden. Done. This is a bit ugly. Oh yeah, that is funny. You cannot. Well, that's something for the wish list. Non-breakable spaces. I don't know. I have the feeling that maybe 6 is actually better. No. 7 it is. Good. I think we are done with this. No, and this doesn't have any background color. This, however, does have a background color, and that is the background 100. Okay, 100. Plop. And here we have container, and in the container we get a headline and we get this. Now the question again is this the small text H2 or is this the H2? And I think that here it's the same as the title of the page. I think that this is probably a better headline. And this we don't need to put into anything. Right. But first we need to make this a row without the gutter because we're not going to put any calls in it. So we don't need the negative space. And for what is this? This is for this little headline here with the little line in front of it. So it's going to be horizontal and centered, or like that. The line is centered. And we call this, let's call it a dash. And how big is it? It's 2 pixels by 20. So let's put the 20 in the RAM and the 2 pixels as pixels. And how much space is between it? 16. So on RAM, on RAM there, and the background color should be that. Okay, and then the text. Für Ihren Erfolg, or however the pronunciation is. This text should be size 16, so that's text small, in caps. And it is 700, so it's bold. and it is in color. Okay, that's for that. And then we have the H2. And is the H2 indeed an H2? Indeed, H2 is an H2. But we give this anyways. Also separate styling, just in case at some point we decide to change it into an H3. And that's that part done. Then we need, let me see, this should go here, no, here. And we need a spacer in between, which is spacing S, I think, yep. And then we get, we get these things. So let's see how that is. We have spacing, we have this thing, we have another space, we have a divider, column 1, and column in the middle. So that looks pretty neat. Column 1, column 1. So this is gonna have text in it. One. This it's gonna have an H3 in it. And H3 is also styled as H3. So that's heading medium. And then in this we get the arrow, but here we also have a spacer. And then we have text block, which is this. And that is 20, so that is text large. Okay. Then this is also H3 with one difference, and that is that it is primary color. And then here we get vertical, and we get center, this one I think, and align end. Okay, let's see if we can copy this thing, copy SVG. Okay, and this is 51 by 52. Yeah, okay. How should we call this? I'm not sure what the good name is for this. I can arrow large for sure. And let's just do it 50, because 51 whatever. It's a bit nonsense. And then the color is gray. Okay, so that is good, but this should be in a div with spacing above it and below it, 48, which is M, not S. Spacing M. Okay, is there, not in it, there. And then another div with a horizontal ruler, and the background color is gray. So that is our thing, I think. Now I know that there's going to be an animation here where this grows, these two spaces grow with 10 pixels, and this turns into the brand color. This turns into the brand color too, and all the others, this and this, the heading and the text becomes gray. But let's worry about that later. The way I'm going to do it is that this is not going to be spacing M, but this is going to be spacing and attached to the variable which I'll make. Or I add another one. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna probably add a variable to this div block for the what's it called, the padding to be 0, and on hover it goes up, the variable grows to 10 pixels. Yeah, but then in the ramp size like that I can do it. I can also do it with custom code, but I like to use the least amount of custom code. I like to keep things as much as possible natively Webflow. And the reason for that is that like that I feel I'm staying true to the platform, and it's easier to see how certain things are being done whenever somebody else comes into the project. There's not much hidden code unless it's absolutely needed. So yeah, so okay, this animation we're gonna do at some point. Now I'm not gonna worry too much about it. So we need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this. So one problem, of course, this needs to be a link block. Oh, I see. This is something, I don't know when that happened. It started to act differently than it used to do. So how do I call this? I call this a link list. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take these away again. So 5. This is 1. Business strategy. And this should remain same. So over. Right. Okay. Text in it. 3, 4. I often have this that I cannot cannot select any text. It's kind of weird why that happens. It's a bug that I guess I should tell Webflow about. Okay, now that's that section also done. Cool. And next up is a section without any background, but with cards in it. And we have the same headline in it. So we can kind of copy that in a way. Not really, because we have a button on the other side of it, so we need to put it in a row and in 2 columns. Let's see. So this is like that. No, this stays out of everything. So this is a column, and that can be 8, I guess. This is a row. It's I want or no, doesn't matter. And so in here we get another column, that, and this I want vertical, and this should be align end and justify end, because the button goes in this corner. And this is a button with a little arrow, so different arrow than this one, but we can use this one anyways. Where are we? Here. Okay. And this is actually gonna be button primary, which means that the text remains white, but the background is like that. And it means that on the overstate it will be black. Okay, and this is the text, and then we have a little chevron-y thing here, which is the same as this one. So let's copy that, and this can go out. Okay, and this is icon in the button. Coolio. So that is done, and then here we need some space in between. For some reason we have a much bigger space here than we have there. Because here we have also an M under it. So I guess we're gonna use spacing L here. Okay, so that's good. And so that one is done. Then here we have a column with 6. And in that, put a div which we call card. And let me see. That has a radius, that has a background of 100. And then the spacing 64, 64, 64, and 52 in the top for some reason. And then I see there is a radius, and I see that radius, where am I here? That radius we use here too. So probably it's good to put that separate. Radius, medium, and make that 10 pixels. Like that I can use it on multiple objects. Wait, I make one mistake. And that is, where is it? Here. So now I do card, and I add radius. Radius. Nice. And the card should not have a border. Okay, that's pretty good. Then put an image in it, choose image, and that is this one. And then how big are those things? 82 by 82. So we call this icon extra large. 82 by 82. And then we have a little space in between. 24, which is XS. Then we have an H3, which is probably styled like something much smaller. H5 light. Heading H5 is XS and should be light. And then we have again this, and then we have text block, which is size 18, and so that's just the normal text. Okay, and then we have 4 of these. Okay, this can be replaced with the diagrams. This we replace with handshake. This we replace with an eye. Text. Okay, let's put a little light on. So not completely ruin my eyes. Okay. As you could see, the card class was already defined. That is because it is being used in the ready built components that are inside small, medium, large. And the funny thing is, of course, that if you use the classes that are already in there and you start to style them, then you will see that your components that are there, that are already built, that they also, of course, adapt to the styling of your site. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, this is again a section done. Then we have our last section already before we get the footer, and that is a dark background. So let's close this. So that's that one. So that is 200. And that is quite simple. That's just a text with a button. So that should be centered again, so that is horizontal. Justify center, I think we agreed upon, yeah. Oh, what happened? Sometimes I like to drag stuff around. And this is probably 5. We put an H2 in there. And this is actually an H3 in styling. So that is heading medium. And it's centered. And this should actually be vertical aligned and align center. And then here we have another spacer. And then we have a button exactly the same like this one, just with a different text. Okay. Make sure that there are no hard breaks in it. Well, that was a very laborsome thing. So then last up is the footer. And the footer, where's my mouse? Here. The footer also has a background color, I think. Yeah, background is 100. We don't need to do style on it, we can just like that. Anything else? Not really. Okay. Spacing is less actually. It's spacing L, and the bottom one is even less than that, spacing M. Okay, and now we have a container, and that we have a row, and actually we have 2 rows with spacing above it, and in between it, spacing above it is 24, and in between it is 48, 2 times. That is 24, so that is spacing XS, and this is 48, I said, so that's M again, 2 times the diff in between, which is our horizontal ruler. It goes there. Okay, so that's the basic structure of our footer. Footer is 3 columns here. And here we have an image which is the logo, and we call that logo footer, and that is 160 by 60. 160 by 60. And this actually should be vertical with space between. Okay. Yes. And here then we get a link. That is link social, which is going to be a flex one. Everything in the middle. Anything else? No underline, of course. And in there we put text. Which is text extra small. And I think it is also medium, no regular. And then we need this funny little icon of 10 by 10 pixels. Icon social. Then wait, let's wait to do that. This should be white. Okay. And this should be that color. And now we can make it small, because now I don't need to select anything in it anymore. And now we have some space in between. Okay, that's it for that one. And here we have an enormous text, which is an H5, but of course we use it as an H2. Heading says, and it's even light. Okay, there's 16 pixels. Spacing, oh, spacing 16 was XXS. I think, yeah, that's it. And then we need a text here, which is 18. So that's normal, but it is regular. And then we need another one. This is the name. And the address. And now you see why I needed a space in between. And this, we kind of need the same in the third column. More or less, not really. Like that. And let's take this away. footer, contact. I'm just gonna call this footer social. Now to do it, yeah, like that. So this, I'm gonna do footer as well. Logo. And this is, how is this? This is flex centered, no underline. It's the same as this. I'm just gonna call it footer link. But why it's not even footer? It should be link flags. Or link row. That might make more sense. Link row. Okay, anything else? No, that's it. So here we need a text, which is ridiculous big. So this is text extra large, and it is light. Text XL. So, and then here let me find, where is it, the footer here, 33 by 39. Copy SVG. And we call this icon contact footer. Just gonna do it like this. It's always, you just have to see what makes most sense. I'm gonna do it like this. And there we have like that. And what was the size? 33 by 39. And space in between is on rem. Okay, that looks good. And this has some space. Smallest that we have. Okay, telephone number. And a different footer, different icon. Oh, that's this one. And that was footer contact. Okay. And then you might as well put the link behind it, telephone number. Okay. Email. Okay, almost done. And then here we have, let me see, let's close this one. Here we have another row with a column, and it's going to be 2 columns. And what we need here is text block. This is in caps, 12 regular. So this is the smallest text we need. What do we need? Text, success, caps. And then here I have a link block, text, success, no, underline, text in there. It's also caps. So this is for that stuff, and this is horizontal, and this is justifiant. So we have 3 of these. Privacy statement, cookie settings, so, and then of this one, bold, which is for the little dot in between with spaces around, and he is in primary color 500. Okay, then we could make sure that this gets updated automatically. So I'm gonna copy a script from an old website it wants to open. I have this thing where you can actually save snippets, but just never get around using it. Custom code. Here it is. Okay. I forgot one thing. The back to top button. Okay, let's do that. So we have a div. Okay, here that is footer to top wrapper. The button is 38 by 38, so the height is 38. It is absolute, it goes across everything, and the footer for this needs to be relative. So this is, what did I say? 38, so 38 divided by 2 is that much, and that in minus. Okay, and then we turn this into flags where everything is sent in the middle. Why not? And then here we put a link block, and we say footer to top, which is 38 by 38. Flags, everything centered. Background is 100, and on over background becomes black, text becomes white, and the normal one text is that, and then it links to the top, and then here we need our cute little arrow. Here it is, 12 by 10. Where is it? Here. Footer to top icon. And that is 12 by 10. Okay, now we are done. And the footer, we can turn it into a component. So that's it. So shall I already put here the thingamajig? I can probably, let's see if it's not too much work, otherwise I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So if I do it tomorrow, then I'm gonna cut here and I'm gonna say, tomorrow we're gonna make this responsive. I think that will be good to do that now, before I do another page. And I'm gonna do this animation, if I don't do it now. But let's see how complex it is. I'm going to make a new spacing. I'm going to make a new new variable size. How was it? Kind of forgot. Spacing. Is it like this? And then we say padding animation interaction. Or just spacing interaction. Yeah, just like that. So no pixel, but probably no rem is better. Yeah, okay, cool. And here we have linked list. And so linked list here, I'm gonna say interaction. And here, I'm gonna say interaction. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. Then let's create mouse over, start an animation, plus we call this link list on. Okay, I never know how to say it, on and off. Is that okay? Okay. On. Then we say these ones. Set text color to gray. This one doesn't come with it. But we're gonna have to do that differently. Let's just do it like this for now. It's okay. And then animation 0.5. Ease in out. Is that? It's a bit slow, right? 3. That seems to be okay. Save. And so that takes care of those. Then we have of this one set variable value, and that's the variable spacing interaction should be 10. So that we do 3. Ease in out. That should be only, yeah, right. That is funny, because it says the variable, it changed the variable and it changes it across all of them. Instead it only triggers the one in the interaction thing. So that doesn't really work. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Okay, then I think with this we have kind of lost the possibility to make it work without custom code. Because I cannot say, yeah, I can change the height, but that is very nasty to be able to put have to put a fixed height on it. So yeah, no, this is gonna be custom code, but we're gonna do that tomorrow, because now it's already late and the homepage is built. So this one we're just gonna throw away, and this one throw away as well. And then we're gonna do it with custom code. I think that's okay. So yeah, the homepage is done. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna add the custom code for this, and we're gonna, what else are we gonna do? Make it responsive. And after that, we get the 4th video, and in that we build another page, and onwards like that we go. I hope it has been a bit clear. I mean, I'm just doing this at my own speed, and I'm just chatting along, giving some explanation here and there. If you have any questions, then feel free to leave comments in the YouTube channel, and I'll answer them when I get around to it. Okay, then see you in the next one. Bye.